2-hour race. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, people of Earth. My name's Philip Matthew. I'm here at Apex One in Westfield, New Jersey, with a bunch of fast drivers amongst many sim centers that are represented here in the sim center mini NLS. We have, so currently, just to try and expand it, yes. So we had John, one of our drivers here at Apex One. He's already put in a time of 6:41.7 in his Ferrari. Michael Pajaro, one of the employees here at Apex One, driving in a GT4 McLaren, trying to put down his first time. The fast time in the GT4 class is 7:06.5 for Kevin in a Mercedes. Paul Darling, Russell Soto, Super Lap guys, 6:33.6 your pole time, 6:35.1 in second. James O'Brien in third with a 6:41.1. So James and John, the ones that are setting the pace for Apex. Then you have Andrew Janis, David De Leon, and then Simpod. Don't know that name. Michael didn't tell me who's driving that car, so sorry. Peter Zamora is dealing with some technical issues at the moment, so we are working on that for him. Then, so that's, let's see, 9 cars in the GT3 category, and then 12 cars in the GT4 class, and then 5 cars in the Jetta class. Nobody sick enough to want to go and drive in the rough Porsche class here. So currently we have just under 4 minutes to go in qualifying. Only we have, 12 drivers that have set a lap. Michael set 7:23.2, taking a drink at the moment, getting ready to go. Representative lap time, considering Peter having issues. Seamus in the VW Jetta. And then Brian Hooverman. In one of the VWs, you have Chris Giasulo, who almost gave me a punch to the kidneys earlier, which would have then rendered me incapable of doing this call. But yes, the Green Hell, the Nürburgring Nordschleife, 154 corners, 14.17 miles. It is an absolute bear of a track. I was having that conversation offline with, I think it was Pete earlier, trying to figure out how Stefan Beloff went and ran this racetrack in 6:30, whatever it was, 6:40, whatever it was, in 1983 in a Porsche 956. And you think about that car, which the kind of downforce, the safety, and then also 5-speed manual gearbox too. Of course, being a Porsche, it was great. It was super reliable, but still just insane to think. We think about back even further than that, when F1 ran the German Grand Prix around this track, they'd run 10 laps for the German Grand Prix. So it is pretty insane, this circuit. I will try and bring up the corners so that we have a spin there. I'm trying to... It'd be nice if I could expand the screen, but people that can help me with that are currently driving. So 26 cars will be starting this race across the 3 classes that are represented. I counted the cars that are in the show. All the GT3 drivers put up a time. A segment of the GT4 category did, and Hugo was the lone qualifier for the VW class, the VW Jetta class. We are green, ladies and gentlemen. Did not expect that. All right, so here we go. Paul Darling on pole, Russell Soto in second, James O'Brien and John Bridge. Oh, we have a wreck already. Turn 1, lap 1, 2 cars. Oh, that was a bad re-enter. All righty. So we already have argy-bargy going on. We haven't even gotten 2 corners yet. Paul Darling currently shows in the lead with Russell Soto, James O'Brien, John Bajalski in 4th, and then Braden Otto in 5th. Switching over to him in the Corvette C8. There, and just behind him is Andrew Janis, David De Leon, Peter Zamora, rounding out the 9 in the GT3 category. Kevin rolled in the Mercedes, leading by 1.7 seconds over Michael Pajaro in the McLaren. Sohair Ahmed in 3rd in the Mercedes, and then another Simpod driver in a McLaren. Chris Miller. Chris, I think, died. So, yeah, there you go. Chris Chiasulo in the Volkswagen is spinning out as we speak. So, unfortunate in the Jetta class there. As we have a nice battle here between Chris and Braden right on the tail of John. And then Andrew catching up there. Oh boy. Yeah, Hoovy just hit something really hard. That's gonna hurt. So yeah, we're back. Oh, whoever is in the 19 car just wiped themselves out because they had no rear spoiler. So yeah, Chris, there's Victor just behind the 19. Yeah, that's Paul. Paul and Russell are out front, and then I don't know how a GT4 Porsche is ahead of them right now, but trying to figure out the number. That car, the alignment on the rear tires is not factory. Definitely not factory. Hugo. Andrew there. So, car number 17 position. Oh, right off into the grass. Could have been huge in the Paul Miller-like paint scheme there. Nice pass there by Andrew. And then we're back over to Paul, whose car is completely gone. We are back, adjusting some sound here as we go through lap 1 of this race. Gideon in the Porsche I muted everything that's up. I muted all of these. I don't know if there's anything else, but alright. But we are done. It looks like with lap 1, Russell Soto in the lead by 10.3 seconds over Braden. David DeLeon of Apex One in third, 12.7 seconds back. Peter, who's had a fraught practice qualifying session, gets through lap 1. He's 23.5 seconds behind. Andrew Janis, 33 seconds back. Simpod, 26.4. Seamus having to make an adjustment there. James O'Brien with issues, missed out what happened to him there. Chris on pit lane at the moment. Icarus in the GT4 class in the BMW on pit road. It says so. Let's go over there out of curiosity. Yes, he is on pit road. Okay. There's your confirmation. Gideon in 6th in class. 14th overall. And Ferrari, that is John. John, who's currently 7th in class and 8th overall, just passed for 7th over Kevin. Here and Doc Loza there, and we have one more driver to make their first lap. Chris, as it stands, even though he's on pit road, currently is the leader in the VW class. There is John, and along with him is Paul. So Paul getting repairs already. Be nice to be able to where we're at on the racetrack, but hard to see the big pass by Paul. Handling seems to be very good now that he's back with full downforce. Passes Chris and is going to make a move to try and pass Michael. So that's for third and fourth in the GT4 category. Zohair second right now, and then Kevin, of course, leading in GT4. Great battle down the back straightaway between Michael and Chris. Of course, this is for third in class at the moment. We're on lap 2 of this race. Nice paint scheme on Michael's McLaren there. The Aston Martin there for Chris. Oh, there you go. That's Dylan. Has no front end, no back end. Completely destroyed BMW. Definitely not the ultimate driving machine in that configuration. Damage for Chris as well. There's Peter, currently in 6th overall, 6th in class, getting caught by Paul. So I think that is for position. Oh man, that was a super committed overtake there by Paul. Having to make up over a minute, flashing the lights at his teammate in Kevin in the Mercedes, the leader of the GT4 category. So that's that's where we're at. We got some guys on pit road in the somebody hit something. Not sure where or who, but currently, yeah, so right now Paul and John, Job has Job is currently, I don't know where screens here. Kevin currently 19 seconds ahead in the GT4 category. Chris Michael, best battle on the racetrack. There's John trying to make a pass there. That's Simpod, and then we have Gideon racing together. It's another tight battle, less than 2 seconds separating those two guys. Victor and Icarus, 7th and 8th. We go back to John, who currently is less than a second behind Peter. Here for 7th in class. Looks like Jobs' day is getting worse. Curious to see. So they're saying that Jobs in the pits, but he isn't in the pits, so not sure what's going on with the telemetry. Oh, Russell's on pit road. Oh, I see. Okay. The fact of the matter is, James is literally like more or less a lap behind at the moment. So difficult situation there. He's catching, I think he's catching Icarus on the track, so yeah, he is. He's catching Icarus for 18th overall. Gonna keep it on here just out of curiosity. 2 different classes, of course, GT3 and 4, so there's James gets the pass there. Go to bring. Oh, that's Pete. Russell out of pit road now. After what looks like a 1.5-minute pit stop. Blends back in 16.8 seconds. It says, or no, actually 24.2 seconds. I don't know which one I'm supposed to go with. It's either 24.2 or 29.4 seconds ahead of Braden. Let us go to Braden in second in the Corvette. I'm forgetting the team name. They run in the IMSA GTD category these days as well. I'm forgetting the team name offhand, but there is Braden, 4 seconds ahead of David. So let's bring David up. David De Leon in the Porsche, throwback to the late 90s Porsche GT1 scheme there. Running the number 3. Praise Dale. Currently in third, and that's the battle for second. This is the podium at the moment. Switch over just by class, of course. So top 8 right now overall are the GT3s. James with issues, currently buried in 19th. So yeah, we're looking at David right now in third overall. Currently 41.6 seconds behind Russell. Braden. So we have Braden, David, Andrew, and Simpod 5. None of those drivers have made a representative pit stop. Paul's making a second pit stop, it looks like, right now. James, looks like James is on pit road again. No, he isn't. So he's making up time. It's the. I guess it's. Oh, you know what it is? They drive through the pit entry lane, and it goes and it triggers the time as though they are on pit lane. I guess is what it is there. Let me bring up Russell, who's in the lead. Yeah. So I don't know why the time keeps on getting tracked there, throws things off. But Russell right now has got a 33-second lead. Currently 27 minutes into this 2-hour endurance race here at the Nordschleife, multi-class battle that we're gonna have. Oh wow, look at that air. Front lands softly, keeps full control, total commit. Not surprised, Russell was one of the fastest drivers during the Sim Cup that we had here a few weeks ago. So no surprise here that he continues to go and show his prowess going into the carousel there. Fast lap for him is a 6:36.7. Braden, basically after that you have a nice little battle in terms of fast time. Braden, David, Andrew, and John all have run very close together in terms of lap time for a fast lap. I guess the rest of the guys have had issues making a recorded lap there. So we'll see. In the GT4 category, Kevin in the lead, qualified at a 7:07 or 7:06. Currently at a 7:07.6 for fast lap of the race. Zohair in second, Chris in third, and Michael in fourth, Gideon in fifth, Icarus in seventh, Victor in eighth, Doc Loza in ninth. For the Apex guys, there's a VW. I'm not sure whose VW that is. We'll go and switch over to that, and it is Seamus, the owner here of Apex One in Westfield, New Jersey, getting passed by the overall leader, Russell Soto. Right now, we have Hugo in the lead of that class over Seamus, Chris Chiasulo, and Brian Hoovelman, and then Michael is that Carpella. Currently, the drivers all in the Jetta TDI category, and all are in this sim center right now. Racing here at Apex One in Westfield, New Jersey. So we'll go back to the overall. And Marvel Industrial left off track. Yeah, 2 hours. Pace car speed there. So let us. Yeah, so now we're back to most exciting camera. And we switch over to John, passing number 20, which is Brian. You can obviously see the difference in pace. That one is 20. There's Seamus again. So yeah, they have oh man, that is an issue there. Not sure who that is. Seamus's car has seen better days. Got every corner knocked off of it, it looks like. That was Doc Loza, so he's here as well, driving. And Ikamjit in the Porsche GT4 passing for position. And then we have Braden coming through right now, second overall. 31 minutes in, holding up. Oh boy, this is sketchy. Wow. That is way too sketch. The GT4 car should be moving out of the way, you would think, but Alright, we are back, and Dylan on screen right now, 10th in the GT4 class. Paul officially lapped down in the GT3 category. No. Credit to Hugo, the leader in the Volkswagen class, for the Barbie scheme. Did not know that's what he was driving. Credit to him. That is classy. I guess they ought to hire me. I figured out a way to get the race back on the main screen too. There's John, who's moved himself up now to 5th. Currently a minute and a half behind Peter 141. So right now, this race is still, anyone can win it. 37 minutes into the race. Russell does have a 35-second lead on Braden, 40 seconds on David, 45, just under 46 on Andrew. John is a minute 31 back. Peter's 153 back. Or if I'm trying to figure out which one I'm supposed to look at. That's what's killing me here. So, yeah, Russell 45.1 ahead of Braden, 58.6 on Andrew. David is on pit road. John is currently just under 2 minutes behind. David is taking a break and luxuriating here. Oh, he needed a tow, so that's not great. So 7-minute tow for David, unfortunately, who was running really, really well. And Michael also is pitting at the moment. Currently 4th in the GT4 category. Yeah, Dave. Oh, there you go. He's. Oh man, there's that's Victor gets taken out. Collateral damage there with the Ikemjeet's Porsche with no rear spoiler. And when you're driving behind somebody who has no downforce on the rear, it's going to be an issue. He's still running full bore there. Oh man, that Oh, that is some definite oversteer. Trying to, yeah, that was Chris. Surprised he's not yelling Michael's name. Yeah, John right now in fifth. Or now in fourth, actually. Just under 2 minutes behind the leader. He's essentially a minute behind third right now. Peter in fifth. And Paul Darling 2 laps back. And David's going to be joining him soon because he's getting a long tow. 40 minutes into this race here, 2 hour. Got Braden pitting, so currently second in this race overall. Gonna have Braden on pit road as we go back to Russell, and then we have Andrews in third overall, so there's Peter in fifth at the moment, catching up to the Barbie VW driven by we are back, and currently an hour and 12 minutes left in this race. Apologies there. We had to go and do a transaction here. Customers or newer customers here to Apex One. So we will give you a rundown here shortly. The Russell still in the lead. Just over a minute behind Braden in the Corvette. And John now in third after early issues. And Peter in fourth. David in fifth. Even, I don't know if that's accurate. I can't even tell. Says David right now is in sixth here. It says fifth. I don't even know what. And it doesn't even show Peter with a representative lap time, which makes no sense. Simpod 5 in 6th. Job 5 minutes. Or right there in the battle. There you go. Speaking of Job, makes the pass there for 6th. And then there's Hugo in the lead in the VW. Bright pink. Golden Power. Michael staying. Kevin in the lead by just 55 seconds on Zohair. And Chris is a minute 7, so that's actually something we got to look at. Gideon a further minute back. We were trying to go and get a bigger lineup or standings here, but no bueno on that. We're on James O'Brien here, currently in 6th overall. Seamus right now on pit road, currently still on the podium. So even with the, oh boy, Doc Loza with the whole front end of his Beamer completely knocked off. John going in, starting another lap. 6:40.9. Last lap there. That's the thing. I'm willing to volunteer to go and jump in a car at this point. We're just over an hour into this race, so there's a different level of commitment here in these GT3 cars to drive around this circuit. It is absolute insanity. Man, there's a rare mistake for John in that tight section. Gets damage on the left front corner. Sorry, Shane. I know you're listening to this, but having technical stuff, but then also so we are back. 55 minutes left in this race. this is now I understand what the guys like Lee Diffie, and not comparing myself to Lee Diffie, let's get that out of the way. I look up to him. He's one of my favorite announcers of anything. But when you're having to go and come up with fill time in a race, a 2-hour race, we have 50 minutes left, or 52 minutes left. Let's put it back to Joe, or Russell, sorry. Currently, Russell in the lead, or been in the lead for the majority of this race. Do we go? Nice. There you go. I like that. Doing a little producing. Directing and producing here with the overall race leader. Go and switch through these camera views for the public. Oh boy. As he catches up to Doc Loza, who runs off the track. Oh boy. Oh man. That could have been interesting there. So right now in class, we have 7 cars on the lead lap. Out of the 9 that started in GT3, Simpod 5, 6 minutes back. James O'Brien 5:20 back in 6th. I think David had an incident while he was trying to catch up to Peter for 4th. Russell leading by minute 19 on Braden, and then John in 3rd, 2:32 back. As we move to, I wanted to move over to GT4. Cannot do that. Don't have the relative. Run through some cameras for everybody. The majesty that is the Nordschleife 6:39.48 the last lap. So one thing, he's nothing if not consistent. Pit lane, and then we're gonna get in the chopper, go through one of the carousel hairpins, get the blimp view to see all the great writing on the racetrack. Chase cam, go and see man at work. Get a little nose cam action here momentarily. Seems to be a sound delay of about like 3 seconds, but or a couple of seconds at least. Right now in In GT4, Kevin, the leader, over Zohair. Chris in third. Gideon is in fourth. Simpod in fifth. Michael in sixth. Icarus in seventh. Doc Loza in eighth. Victor in ninth. Ekhamjeet, Dylan, and then Simpod 3. Your drivers, what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 11. There, 9, that's 20. And then we have 5 in the Jetta class. Hugo, 16th overall, leading over Chris and Seamus, Hoovy, and Michael C. Issues for Michael P. Michael Pajaro. Spins out there. Last lap for Russell was a 6:37.8. So he just gets faster. Oh, there you go. Now we got an in-car camera. That's what I wanted. I've wanted that for a while. Oh, look at those. Look at those views of the wheels on the AMG Mercedes gyro cam as he drives up the hill here on the first part of this challenging 14-mile circuit. He's about to catch a lap vehicle here. Shifts down 3 gears. There's a little bit of sand on the track, so it's a little more sketchy. Yeah, let's do that for a little bit. Is catching one of the GT4 competitors, Chris in the Aston, Chris Miller in the Aston. Getting held up there by the GT4. Hard to pass, of course, on this racetrack. Having to manage your patience. If that's for real, that he has TC and ABS at 1, more power to him. The scenic view does not work. Let's give some love to other people here. Braden, currently I'm trying to remember the team that he's driving for. I wish I was
I
Hugo.
saw Hugo's name up there.
Sorry for the choppy go and give you some other interesting action here. 13 laps in to this race. Well, there you go. I guess I'm directing pretty good too, because I was showing Russell and then they switched to Braden. So there's Michael in the McLaren, and now switching over to Victor, who's had a brutal evening driving his Beamer. Currently 9th in GT4. Same lap as Doc Loza. There's James, who had a rough start to his race. There's David, who had a big wreck and was still currently 5th overall. So Mr. Porsche David, frustration aside, has been able to make the most out of this. Excuse me. I sound like one of my employees at work, belching and doing other involuntary actions. David, as we get him on the screen, goes and pits. There's Hugo in the lead in the VW class. So as we click on to Hugo, he currently leads the VW class by a minute at least. So there's Chris. It says going down the long back straight, 2 minutes behind. So essentially a quarter of a lap behind. Grappella, first time here. He's on pit road at the moment. Hoovy, who's had numerous issues. They don't have a representative lap up for him. Chris drives up here to complete another lap. See, I had some cool schemes if I was driving in one of these classes, but Hugo 2 minutes 9.8 ahead in the Jetta class, 33 minutes to go. So we would say about 5 more laps, 5-6 more laps, depending on who you are or what car you're in. It doesn't matter what car you're in. Well, it does, but let's click over to John in the Ferrari. There's Peter, not wearing a banana suit today, but does have a cool Nürburgring jacket. Oh, there's Doc Loza, so let's watch this out of curiosity. I'm looking at Smada's Hall at King's. Sorry. It's not enough that he's fast, one of the fastest guys here, but then he can also go and haul great Hot Wheels too. Ugh. Where was I at? Alright, now we brought it back. Okay, good. We will go over to Kevin leading in GT4 by a minute 20. So that actually might be, it's pretty tight between GT3 and GT4 for best battle for the class. Kevin has been dominant here. As it stands right now, Super Lap will have 2 of the 3 class victories. Zohair, who's also another Super Lap guy, in second, the only other car in class on the lead lap. So he's a minute 24 behind, so he won't. And in terms of the overall race, they're still on the overall lead lap. So, only 9 cars of the 26 or 25 that are actually on the track. 9 of the 25 are on the leader lap. So, Russell, somebody having issues there. So that's... We'll go and switch over to Michael, who's catching up to one of the V-dubs. That's Seamus. So he cannot run, better not run into his boss. Let's go over to Icarus. Nice scheme on his BMW. This is in class, actually. I mean, he's a lap ahead on Doc Loza. Victor, a rough night for him. All right, now at 27, yeah, 28, just under 28 minutes to go. I did not, I'm trying to get more views of this scheme to understand where they also have the Easter eggs on these cars. To Paul Darling, it looks like, and Andrew Janis have both decided to call it a day. So we have a couple of DNFs. Simpod 3 also. Hugo talking. Okay, the got milk part, I guess is part of the Easter egg. Liquid Molly, you got Mattel. as looks like Icarus is catching up to him there. Is that for real that it's an automatic? There's no way that that's an automatic car and they're running it. Oh boy, a little bit of understeer there for Hugo. There you go. Well, giving you all the different views here of this Volkswagen. Hoosier tires, can't go wrong with Hoosier. Have to get in the replay to go and be able to see. Let's go and get a little Hoovy. Oh boy. We'll go over to Bill Burr, Chris. That thing just pushes like a dump truck. Actually, oh, there you go. Oh boy, Seamus, I think, got destroyed by someone or something. He just got towed. The left front corner knocked off of his car. So two of the ultimates here are sitting on pit road. How many minutes do you have on pit road there, Seamus? Okay. So I'm trying to actually go and work on a job here. So I'm trying to get in the good graces, but with my great volunteer work. But unfortunately, we have a replay here. We're getting a replay here, so I'll give you a live breakdown on what happened. As we bring it back to Russell leading the race overall by a minute 24. Oh, there must have been catastrophic failure. Good thing that Seamus was wearing a Hans device. That was a really bad angle, suspension failure, brake failure, something there that was not ideal. Farfignugan. Unfortunate. One of the better, on top of the many talents that you have, you're a great analyst.
Oh, thank you.
So this has been carnage for the VW class if you weren't in a Barbie car. So I think there might have been a BOP bias towards the Barbie car, which only makes sense since it's Hugo. But
is he really in a Barbie car?
yes, he
Oh, I
is.
don't have trading paints on. That's funny. Yeah, dude, I don't know. I'm sure you saw, but my sim just like blew up. I was driving down the road again, and just boom, it's a packet loss.
So and now Hoovy's also dead. So this is the whole. So we have 3 members of the GT4 class. We do have a multi-class deal here. I know this is a multi sim center thing, but we do have live streams of races twice a week. Again, starting next week. If things stand the way they are, I will not be here next week because I'll be well in a different part of the world. But let me go and put a different camera.
Mouse back?
Yeah,
Try
so
clicking the GT4 class.
you can't click on that. You can click on the...
Oh, really?
Yeah, that doesn't work for anything. So, most exciting... Oh! John died a really bad death. Pete? Wow, what a job by Pete and David.
We got some racing here. What's
This is for 8th and 9th. Or 9th and 10th. Yeah, Victor and Dylan. Is that Dylan? Is Dylan one of the guys here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's Fish.
Yeah, because is this other guy over here too?
Yep, he's here.
Because one of them, his mom and dad came in here. So, yeah, I mean. I love how there was 3 VWs on the Ultimates, and 2 of them, and all of them have had absolute disasters. While the Barbie car is running and is gonna win by he's got a lap lead. Oh. See, what I love, another thing I love is the fact that we look at the top 6 here, and everybody else beyond that has not had a recorded lap because of track limits. Hugo. Yeah. Oh no, that's a death. Dylan died. Oh boy. Oh. Yeah, Victor has had a brutal night. There's David back on the podium. Has spent sheet time, David. So right now we have a battle. Oh boy, job right there. We have a battle for the podium, the overall podium. John, Peter. Well, it says John, but John's a lap down, so I don't know. Yeah. No, there's Zohair. Uh-oh. Thing switched off. Oh, there's the Barbie car. There's your confirmation. Damn, I really should have signed up just so I could drive around in a VW. I would have gotten an Ultimate, too. Since I always get GT2. and injure myself. This is something. We have Hugo battling a GT4 car, and actually keeping up pretty good. Keyboard just died. We have, let's bring it back here. We have 15 and a half minutes to go. So essentially the way that the race is going, we go back to Russell, the overall leader of the race. Switch back, 6:36.3, fastest lap. Kevin in the GT4, 7:07, and then Hugo, 8:13.8. So has passed a GT4 competitor, gets out of the way again. That is he could, yeah. Ikem Jeet in 11th. So basically, for the drivers that are in the race, there's Dylan on pit road, Victor. There's Bill Burr, minute 42 behind. So he's actually still in this. 15 minutes left, 14 minutes left. Doing a little bit of lawn mowing. Getting the reaction out of him there. Wish there was like a relative on the track we could go and bring up here. Let's bring up Braden. 153 behind. John is, yeah, John's dead. We need a replay of what the hell happened to him. Oh, man. I guess it was... Was this Apex 1 on Apex 1 crime? Is that what we're looking at? Because he doesn't have a whole rear clip. John has no rear clip, so bring it back. Yeah. Oh, man, he has no back windshield. Neither does he. I think they're talking over there in the back. If you guys want to come over here and explain what happened, because we have your cars on the big screen over here. My goodness. Yeah, that's that front end. There you go. He got his front end, okay, repaired. All right, both of those cars. So I guess they're going to get back going again. As Russell puts a lap on them both. So Russell well on his way. Look at that suspension travel. Look at the detail. It's Dale Jr. approved. There's Zohair. I wish we really were at Cheers. I can get a refill. There's Braden, second overall, coming up towards the start-finish, passing the leader of the VW class. Hugo dos Santos, running in 15th overall in 20 out of 25 and leading by a couple of spots. Doc Loza in between. So we got 4 members of Apex 1 here, or 5 actually if you count Icarus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah. Together on the overall from 14th through 18th. 14, yeah. Seamus and Hoovy are actually in a battle. There's Job, and there's Icarus. 10 minutes to go, ladies and gentlemen, in this 2-hour battle. My boy Victor, I didn't want to see that. I didn't want to see him get destroyed. Oh boy, that's the overall leader there. I thought Icarus, I was kind of hoping Icarus would do the, is it bad? But Russell right now. Just over 2 minutes ahead in second. David in third. James, after what has been a absolute adventure of a race, is now back in fourth overall. John, who's had huge repairs along with Peter, Pete is back in the pits. Some sort of issue for him. Guess he had a drive-through penalty. And then also problems for John. Oh, man. Drive-through penalty. Stop and go for him. So, yeah, let's get back. We got Russell, Braden in second, David in third. Top 7 in the GT3 category. 8th overall is Kevin. Minute 46 ahead of Zohair. So Super Lap currently owning the top 2 in that class. He's leading up to the second big hairpin here before the long back straightaway. Getting up to it. Right. Yeah, he's about to get to Hugo. Yeah, it'll be a little short shoot and then drive through that right over here. Yeah, there you go. Which will lead into the long back straightaway. Of course, Hugo we have right there. Our leader in the VW Jetta category. So 2 of the 3 leaders. You have a couple cars at DNF there. Currently 23rd is still battling. I think he might have... This might be the end of the day. Yeah, so... Right now... Hoovy... I think we have Hoovy as the last car running. Two and a half minutes to go. So, yeah, I mean... If you're not running for anything of value, you're gonna probably park, but Russell right now just finished a lap a little bit ago. Minute 38 ahead. David on the lead lap. Job 36 seconds. Wow. Whew. Mowed the lawn there. Passing Hoovy. I'm curious about what Job is doing here. 29 seconds behind. Front nose and rear clip do not look factory. Excuse me. Approaching start finish line, which will probably be his last lap of the race. it won't be the official last lap of the race, so he might be. I don't know how that works, but yeah, Kevin. There you go in the GT4 class. Top 2 super lap guys. I think that might be the best battle on the racetrack, actually. Is Zohair. There's David working on a podium for Apex 1, along with Hugo, trying to get a win here in the Jetta class. Oh, we have guys pitting here in the last couple of minutes of this race. This race, time-wise, is over. So, I wonder if that means that Russell has... Yeah, I mean, Russell, his fastest lap relative to everybody else was 5.1 seconds faster than anybody. For the fast lap, and he's driving down the long back straight up the hill, approaching the final corners here. Is he coming to the final lap, or is he crossing the finish line? He has crossed the finish line, ladies and gentlemen. The left front tire is towed in a little bit, so that means Russell Soto has crossed the line to win the NLS Mini Enduro 2-hour race, super lap, getting the victory there. Braden with a great job in this race, to what'll look likely be a second place overall finish. We're gonna get some of these drivers are about to finish here. John disappeared, so that's not exciting. And this is Braden coming to the line, and he finishes second in this race. Second overall. There's Kevin. Fastest lap time, which class were you in? GT4, the fastest lap was 7:04.6. He just crossed the line to win the race.
GT4 won the race?
No, not overall. Russell, 6:35. What was it? Russell.
6:35? Yeah.
6:36.3.
It's crazy. I cannot use it. I cannot use the GT4 races. You catch an inch of air and you're just sideways.
Yeah, no, the GT3 cars, you could see that how when you catch air on some of those parts, and the VWs, forget it. So the fact that you're in a GT4, Where'd you finish, brother?
I didn't finish. It was a DNF for me.
You,
My car was toast, and then after the white flag, my car was toast.
Ah.
When I pit, it was just
so you're...
first time using GT4 car too. I
Yeah.
was planning on doing GT3 because I normally use a G911 Cup, but you guys were like everyone's crazy. Like, GT4 is lower class. See how it was, but I don't like it.
First time here, though, right? Or yeah. So how did you?
Normally, this is like my probably third, fourth time doing the Nürburgring. I only do short tracks, like sub 2 minute tracks. Like Imola, that's my favorite track. That's all I do.
You're an iRacing guy in general, or
No, AC.
AC?
Evo. No, not AC. Evo and ACC. Mainly ACC though.
you would have liked the ACC class that we had going for the GT3s. We had a couple of nights of the ACC before we didn't have the licenses and stuff to go and run the current leagues that we have going on. But yeah, I mean, we should talk off of the stream here, but let us go and see Kevin, the winner. Kevin, Zohair, and Chris, your top 3 in GT4, and Hugo still working to get the VW class, still working to get across the line. Russell, Braden, and David, your top 3 overall. David still has to cross the line. So a lot of people still haven't finished yet. So.